Strive Asset Management just launched a new financial transparency campaign. They want to educate everyday investors, like myself and you viewers, on exactly where their money is going. Vivek Ramaswamy is the founder and executive chair of Strive, and he joins me now. Vivek, I just want to pick on one small aspect here. Does BlackRock or Vanguard or State Street, do they tell companies to impose woke policies?
I think they absolutely do, Stuart, and that is the essence of the problem.
Yep.
A lot of people are focused on so-called ESG funds that systematically exclude certain sectors like coal or oil and gas and tobacco. That's part of the problem, but it's a very small portion of the total problem. The real problem is all of the non-ESG funds that still use ESG principles for proxy voting and shareholder engagement. And so that's why we launched this campaign today to tell everyday individual investors to ask their financial advisors, their wealth managers, their 401k administrators, was my money used to vote in favor of a racial equity audit? Was it used to vote in favor of an emissions cap or an ESG-linked compensation plan? And if yes, I think everyday citizens, everyday investors deserve to know it, and that knowledge can be empowerment to make better financial decisions.
Am I right in saying that Apple did not want to go in for one of these racial, I don't know what you exactly called it there, but this racial profiling, I guess. But they were forced to do it by BlackRock and the rest of it. They were forced into it?
You're absolutely right, Stuart. In fact, it included both Apple as well as Home Depot last year. There was a racial equity audit proposal, not for equal opportunity, but for equal outcomes across racial groups. Both Apple and Home Depot didn't want to, but they were forced to when BlackRock and other large asset managers voted in favor of those proposals anyway. But they weren't using someone else's money to do it. They were using the money of everyday citizens, probably people who are watching this program, to force Apple and Home Depot and countless other companies to adopt these social and environmental policies. And I think that's wrong, Stuart. It is a fiduciary breach. It is a breach of trust. But knowledge is the first step to the solution.
Well said, Vivek, and I'm glad you're getting into this. I've got one more for you. Governor of Florida, Ron DeSantis, he's ordering all state universities to report funds and resources spent on critical race theory and diversity and inclusion agendas. I presume you approve of this, right?
Of course, and all I would say is better late than never. I wrote about this a couple of years ago in my first book, Woke Inc., looking at the managerial class in universities. It's no accident that college tuition is going up over the same period that we have seen a managerial explosion of administrative and associate deans and diversity staff. Instead, if you actually took that money, you could bring tuition down for not just black kids or Hispanic kids, but all kids, and give people a better education. And so I think that's the real battle in the educational institutions, just like in so many of our institutions, Stuart, the managerial class versus the everyday citizen. I'm glad that some governors are finally beginning to wake up to it. I think it's a little too late. I would have preferred them to do it earlier, but better late than never. And I hope this is the beginning of a cultural revival across our country.
You're right. There is a new and expanding managerial class at our colleges. Vivek Ramaswamy getting at the bottom of it, and we appreciate that. Thanks so much, Vivek.